Hey guys, welcome back to Double K. Today I'll be showing you some common mistakes that you can make with the clubs. So let's go! The first mistake that is commonly made with the clubs is the way they are held. Often they are held in the center of the club, which is inefficient and provides no control over the club. It also stops you from being able to do things such as rotations. To hold the club correctly, you must hold the end of the club with the ball of the club resting loosely in your palm and your fingers around it. To achieve this correct placement, you can place the club directly into the palm of your hand before wrapping your fingers to gain the proper grip. To demonstrate the effect of the incorrect grip, you can observe how the rotations fail to be flat and smooth, and instead lack flow and shape. In contrast, when holding the clubs by the ends, you gain better control over the club, which allows you to rotate the clubs parallel to your arms in smooth motions. It also helps to increase the speed of your rotations. The next common mistake has to do with how tightly you hold the club. By keeping a tight grip on the club, you are reducing control and stopping the club from completing its rotation naturally, in a loose grip. When holding the club more loosely, you give the club a larger plane for rotation, making it much easier to create a smoother motion. As you can see, when rotating the clubs with a tight grip, the clubs are disproportional and do not travel parallel to the arms, as they should. This is applicable to any type of rotations, no matter the plane or direction. In comparison, by holding the clubs more loosely, you are allowing the apparatus to move more freely and complete the rotations with minimal wrist movement. To create a more visual example, you can see that when the rotation begins, you are only pushing the club lightly into the rotation before the ball of the club naturally completes the rest, as it is held in between your thumb and index finger. In contrast, you can observe that the tighter grip requires a lot more wrist movement to complete the motion, which slows it down and reduces its flow. The next common mistake is holding your wrists apart when doing mill rotations. This not only makes it more difficult to complete the motion, but also prevents you from achieving the correct shape of the mills. This is applicable to both horizontal and vertical mills as shown. When the wrists are held together, you can see a clear improvement in the shape and speed of both the horizontal and vertical mills. The next common mistake has to do with alternating throws, where you catch the first club before throwing the second. It is important to throw the second club while the first is still in the air to complete the element correctly. And the final common mistake is catching clubs in the center after a flick. When flicking the club, it is important to focus on catching it by its end to allow for smoother transitions. Thank you for watching this week's video. If you'd like to leave a like and subscribe to our channel.